The case of Randy Kraft murders began in California and the West Coast from the 1970s to 1983, and it became unforgettable because the first ordinary details hid something much darker. At the heart of it was men disappeared along roads while a killer kept records cold enough to become evidence. The crime itself was horrifying. Kraft drugged, tortured, assaulted, and murdered victims, leaving bodies near freeways and open areas. What made the story even more disturbing was that when police stopped him, a dead Marine was in his car, and investigators later found a coded list believed to track victims. What gives Randy Kraft's Scorecard, the Freeway Stop That Exposed a serial killer lasting documentary power is the sequence: an ordinary place, a sudden break in trust, and then a record that had to be built from evidence instead of rumor. The strongest details are not the most graphic ones. They are the details that can be checked: the location, the timeline, the people involved, the official findings, and the consequence that followed. Investigators had to work through pressure, fear, and public attention while following traffic stop evidence, photographs, victim belongings, fibers, and the so-called scorecard. The break came when Kraft was arrested during a freeway stop in 1983 after officers discovered the body. From there, the case moved into interviews, evidence reviews, court filings, or official findings, and the person tied to the crime was Randy Kraft. For narration, the case should move with controlled pressure. Let the first seconds feel human, then let the investigation narrow the room, the road, the office, the courtroom, or the battlefield until the listener understands why the story stayed in public memory. The final outcome was stark. He was convicted of 16 murders and sentenced to death in California, with suspicions linked to many more victims. The closing should not glamorize the offender or turn suffering into spectacle. It should leave the audience with the documented cost: a life changed, a family damaged, a system exposed, or a warning that arrived too late. In the end, Randy Kraft's Scorecard, the Freeway Stop That Exposed a serial killer, is not powerful because it sounds unreal. It is powerful because the record shows it happened, and because the people left behind had to live with the truth after the headlines moved on.